¿Cómo están, mi gente? Happy Friday. It's Fruit Flex Friday, folks. We are back. Today, what are we doing out here? Doing a little bit of a Roselle roundup. Hopefully y'all can hear me. What's up? Let's see who's out. I'm trying to go ahead and harvest a little bit of Roselle with you. It's a beautiful day out here in Zone 9B, and it's that time of year where the Roselle is blooming, and why not make something with it? So I figured I'd go live, harvest a little bit of this sweet, sweet flower, and talk to you a little bit. Uh-oh, we got some Roselle. Look at that, Jamaican sorrel. Some people will call it Flor de Jamaica, para Mexicanos. And use it all around the world, man. What is it? Hibiscus sabdariffa. And we're making jam out of it. Went ahead and harvested so far. This year, I think it's like 18 gallons-esque. I did 15 gallons the other day. And then the day right before that, I did 3 just to go ahead and get a quick little harvest in. And this right here will be the last big batch that we get, because I want to go ahead and get these plants out of here as soon as possible, because they do bring that powdery mildew to the mangoes. And as much as we like this, love to grow it, I prefer mangoes. But it's fun. We are making some cool stuff with it. And it's been a really cool experience that I think we will continue to do if all goes well. But we got a bunch to go ahead and harvest still. There were some plants that I left that didn't even get to harvest any last time, because I ain't even gonna front, man. This after a while, pretty tedious. It's a backbreaker. I was leaning up over these plants all day. So yeah, it'll go ahead and give you a nice little workout. The weather's beautiful here in 9B. It's Friday, and we don't have any customers right now. So just had a really cool couple come over and visit me. Shout out to y'all. New customers are always fun. I'd love to be able to show you what we're doing over here, and what we're getting into, and what we're going to do for this next year. Because if I fruited a couple of mangoes this past year, wait for this next one. We're only going to get better, and we're only going to get stronger. So baby steps. As long as Mother Nature doesn't throw anything too crazy our way, then we'll be ready. So this is just a small plant here. That one's not too bad. Small plant, but we're still getting them. I will come back later on and cut most of this. Although if I wanted to, I could even leave this to go ahead and shoot off one more round. There's like new sprouts coming out already again, or new flower buds. So the more you cut, the more it will produce. But again, I don't want powdery mildew, so pick your poison. Hopefully y'all can hear me over there. I don't really say whenever I'm going live. I just do it because I think it's more organic that way. No warning, just whoever's there. And if not, y'all can catch it later. It's not a big deal. I don't want to like label it or nothing. To me, it's just like a go live every Friday. Tune in and find out what we're up to, you know? If I got something, I'll let you know, but it may just be just shooting from the hip here, and a lot less work having to write down everything and describe it. And I'm not really chasing the views or subscribers or nothing like that. I'm just trying to do this slowly but surely, organically, folks. I am not looking for fame. But figured I could show you that one. And you could, sometimes they rip off pretty good, but other times you'll pick them and it'll just rip the whole entire stem there. So you'll expose it. But it's really cool to see that one there. See, a little bit tougher. So I like to cut. But again, this plant will be more than likely be exiting here within the next couple of days. So far, got a few in there. And I'm not grabbing every single one. We are leaving some. But give them a day. I'll come back and harvest some more for tea. This is another round of the jam. Excuse me. Of the jam, but later on I will come back here and dry out some of these calyxes because keeping them around for making tea in the summertime is really cool. I got this really cool upgrade. Uh-oh. So this is a little hand sickle that I got off of Amazon. Shout out to Mr. Reese. I saw your video and you were rocking one that I already knew I wanted one. David the Good came out with his, I guess his son has one, but it's small. So when I got it super excited. I came out and I started chopping crazy. And then you realize, oh, it's a lot of work on the old back. So I needed a little extender on there. Came up with this little bamboo attachment. I know it's super high tech, dude. So now you can cut back, you know, and ideally I would, you know, cinch this down a little bit better, but this is still a prototype. But given this extension here will allow you to cut, you know, not just this roselle per se. I use this mainly for the bite-ins and say for longevity, clear some of the trails, but I figured I'd bring it along with me here because you can go ahead and cut and chop as necessary. But, you know, anything that needs to be cut back, cool little extension. But I love this little tool. It is serrated blade, so you don't have to sharpen it. I think this was like $8 on Amazon. I will be getting another one just in case, but just wanted a little bit of an extension. Anyways, let's move it along. See what else we're doing. Hopefully y'all are having a good one so far. Look at this plant here. So this one is one that I didn't even touch. And I don't know if you can see that in the colors there, but this one's full. It was sitting up a little bit higher, but after old Milton came through and ripped us a new one, then they all kind of laid back. But this one's pretty stacked full. So this is a good one. And they're nice and large, so hopefully we'll get a good amount of jam out of this plant. And you don't need many plants, folks. Honestly, for this one, I don't know how many we have here. I haven't counted. Nor does it matter. You just plant more than what you need. Yes. Plant what you need, or a little bit more, because you're always going to have some that go to pest pressure or going to become pest food. So I always plant more. These are huge right here. Decent sized calyx. But this one is definitely a winner. So far, so good. We brought out the jam to the farmer's market on Wednesday and sold out pretty good. Well, didn't sell out. We sold some jars pretty well. I think we sold close to 30 jars first day, which was pretty cool because a lot of people have no clue what roselle is. So they're like, no. We're like, you want to try something? They're like, what is that? I think it's like some sort of strange, I guess, fruit or something, until you show them the flower and they're like, what? Tell me more. So it's education, really. But once they get a hold of it, once they realize, you're like that, I'll just take the whole branch. Once they know what it is and where it comes from, then they realize, oh, this isn't, you know, some store-bought crap. And we're not adding anything synthetic to this. We're basically this and some sugar, you know. We'll go ahead and spice it up to our liking, but everything is el natural. This is why the back hurts, because I lean over. I know. Get down a little bit. Hopefully all 1,000 of y'all are hanging out. But maybe this footage isn't for everyone, but I figured I'd see what everyone's doing and make some video, make some content. I do usually go in on Fridays I don't know if I'll be dropping any more during the week, but at this moment, I am swamped. There's a lot of stuff here that needs to get done, so I can't just film all day. But here and there on Fridays, we'll check in, show you something new, something cool, whatever we're working on. If there's any updates, we'll let you know. But thanks for hanging out with me if you are. Can't really see from this far, but I figure there's a few. And again, these leaves are edible as well. If you like sour, it's very nice. So it is the coolest plant because right around this time they're ready. And guess what else is time? It's time for Thanksgiving. So you can use this jam. You can use this flour to go ahead and substitute for cranberry sauce. It's very, very similar. So I see myself adding this to my cranberry sauce this year. I'm usually the one who makes it in the family. Years ago, maybe like, I don't know, a decade ago, we'd do the canned stuff. And then I got into the whole berry out of the can and was eating that. And that still wasn't satisfying until I started jumping around and I found, how to make it actually from the cranberries themselves. And man, ever since, there's no comparison. That's what I do is I'll make my own, but I'll add in blueberries, I'll add in cherries, pineapples, pieces of coconut if necessary, a little pineapple juice, make it more of like a tropical fruit salad type deal with the base still being cranberries. But now with this, you don't have to support your Mr. Ocean spray. You can basically use this the same exact way. If you live down here south or, you can grow it, why not? Very, very similar to the cranberry though. A lot of people, I know I could fool you if I made, if you tasted the jam and told you that it was made out of cranberries, I'm sure a lot of y'all would be like, oh, that's exactly what it tastes like. Very, very similar, but you don't have to grow it in water over here. A lot easier to manage. And this thing just loads up, man. This thing's dripping with calyxes, which is exactly what we want. And this is natural, folks. I'm not out here giving it any of that blue stuff over here. That Heisenberg. Look, this thing, I don't know if you can see that in there, but still got branches from whenever it fell over or from all the litter from above. From old nutmeg right here. So that whole conundrum. Well, I went ahead and had company come out and take a look. He gave me his opinion, which is greatly appreciated. Good guy. And I am going to get another friend to come over and take a look as well, just because he already reached out. But besides that, where are we at? So I want to basically allow Mother Nature to do its thing. I think that possibly the Lord went ahead and said, hey, let me go ahead and trim this for you. I'll crack it right now. And the next big storm, it'll come down. You won't have to do anything. Just kind of clear out underneath. So I think that's my angle right now. Possibly just wait to see exactly what happens. It's not that bad of a crack. And really everything underneath the tree is replaceable. So there's always that. It's just moving the stuff that needs to be moved and wait to see what happens. Just in high wind situations, basically not be out here, but it's still pretty strong, man. I doubt it's going to be that bad. Who knows? That could take a couple more years, but for what it's worth, I'm like many different ways to look at it. But eventually in one of these storms, we'll go ahead and take it down. We're about quarter of the bucket so far. So we're working. Familia, what's up? We got 5 people. What's happening? Hopefully y'all are getting paid while watching me work over here. Thanks for tuning in. I know time is ultimate commodity. Thank you for giving me yours at the moment. But it is that time of year, folks. Dun, 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 dun. Divide and conquer season is here. Yay. So I'm not going to get political. This is not why y'all came here. You don't want my 2 cents, and nor does it matter. Listen, bottom line is, do what you do. Just don't fight it out with the folks, man. Don't fight it out with your family. That's kind of how it's built for, built by design. That way we go ahead and we fight each other, and all we do is destroy our own family and friends, and over what, Come on, man. Think a little bit more. Do what you do, but it's just all this inside fighting that ain't getting us anywhere. So anyways, just saying, we're more alike than we are different, and we need each other more than what the heck they tell us. So get out there and do your thing. We got holidays coming up. We all got different opinions, so I'm going to do my best to bite my lip. I swear, I know, I try, but listen, I'm going to do a lot better and, keep my mouth shut. Because, again, everyone's got a different opinion, and we're going to sit here and turn blue in the face, hooting and hollering, and that's not the way. Sometimes we can sit back and just lead by example, if possible, The good vibes will go ahead and resonate out. Maybe that's just the linen talking again. Whoop, whoop. I don't know. So far, so good. What's the update, Dwayne? Well, we're about a month in, almost there. And starting to feel pretty good. I'm getting used to it. It's very, very comfortable. I don't see an issue so far besides, I guess, the upkeep. As far as convenience, it's not going to be the most easy. It's not an easy fabric to deal with because you have to iron a little bit more. If you don't care about doing that, then hey man, you're doing it for the right reasons. It doesn't matter. Doing an extra couple more steps really doesn't matter, because obviously where convenience gets us, right, folks? Everything is for convenience, and then what? You realize that health always declines out of convenience. But same thing with this whole, let's say, project, because I'm still in the R&D stage. I don't know just yet. This could just be placebo effect of, hey man, it's all in your head, and it could be. Who knows? Mind is a very powerful thing. But let's see if there's anything to it. I am expanding and getting more and wearing more, and just doing natural fibers. So even cotton as well. I'm trying not to use as much. But there's days where I got to do laundry, so I got to go ahead and wear a little bit of cotton. And linen draws, man, they're not everywhere. And dang it, it's going to be a minute before we can get to that as well. But baby steps, folks. Grow slowly. It doesn't matter what you're doing, and test it out. You are your own damn test dummy, right? Lab rat. I'd rather test them out on myself before test others. But anyways, this is just another thing that we're trying out over here. But we'll see in a couple months where we're at. If I dump all my trash bag clothes and continue wearing this, but it's not so bad, folks. We are getting a lot cooler outside, so obviously this is the best time to wear a long sleeve shirt because you're not out here burning up. But even so, I'm thinking that my money would be more than likely on the linen in the summertime than said dry fit. I think this may be the old school dry fit that everyone had for a reason, because it does wick away a lot of the moisture. I noticed that it doesn't cling to me, so as I sweat, I dry pretty quickly. So far so good. And if there's benefits to it as well, then I'm all in, man. I'm all in. So let me get this other side of this plant. Even though there's still some more on here. I'm not wiping out every single one. Always looking for the best ones over here. But let me scoop you up, bring you over here. Hopefully get you some good angles. You can come along, hang out with me on a Friday. This side here too has some more beautiful burgundy. I mean, it's a beautiful color right here. And yeah, these old tried and trues. Brought them back just because. What's up? I love these. I went to the new ones, but nothing feels the same as these. These are excellent. Just a little bit of WD-40 here and there, or else they'll sound like a baby bird in your hands. And these will outlive me probably. Anyways, you got to test out the product every once in a while. So I don't spray anything on here besides well water. So as organic as possible here. That's the seed. And here's all the edible parts. Basically the whole entire red calyx, and I wash it. Crunchy and crisp, just like a crispy cranberry. Really, really nice. I come out and snack on them. We got security patrolling, making sure everyone's doing their jobs. Come on out and meet Miss Rose. She's a sweetheart. Bring the kids. Kids love them. Good with older people. Trust me, I wouldn't have a liability out here. But she's the first one that you meet whenever you show up. So approach her. She's cool. She just wants to say hello, check for bombs and drugs and all kinds of weapons and such. No kidding, but you'll meet her up front. She usually alerts me whenever someone's here. So then I'll be able to come over and meet you, because a lot of times I'm in the back. So shut your mouth and get to work. I know. Hang on. We got to collect, because we got a few plants here. Hang on. It is a little bit tedious because you are just coming out and snipping these bad boys, but you do it in good weather and in good company, right? You can do it. Oh, we got some customers here, folks. Well, check it out. I'm going to go ahead and deal with them, and I will get back on live here once we're done. There she is, just as clockwork. Hit you back in a little bit.